You will never forget the name. Is Dustin Rhodes potentially leaving AEW? But before we get into that, I want to thank everybody here for joining the Portal of Pro Wrestling here with the Wrestling Old Head. Thank you for everybody that has subscribed and has told a friend to tell a friend and left a thumbs up and in the comments. The comments are expanding every day, and I couldn't do it without you guys, and I thank you so much for that. The shorts that I put out, this is just another part of that in the portal. It's my opinions on the current products, so let's get to it. Apparently, word on the street is Dustin Rhodes' contract is expiring in August. And if that is true, is the Natural headed back to the WWE? Let's talk about it. Around the build-up to WrestleMania 39, there were a lot of rumors circulating that Dustin Rhodes would be inducted into the WWE Hall of Fame as Goldust. It was right around the time where Cody Rhodes was trying to finish his story for the first time against Roman Reigns. How fitting would it have been if Goldust was inducted in California? Now, that didn't happen, but here we are 2 years later, or almost 2 years later, and we're headed to Las Vegas, Nevada for WrestleMania 41. And if the rumors are true that Goldust or Dustin Rhodes' contract is expiring in AEW, could we see the return of Goldust? Well, I did a video, which I'll put up here, talking about who in the WWE Hall of Fame class of 25 I thought would be inducted. I did not include Dustin Rhodes, and had I known that his contract was expiring in AEW, he would have for sure made the list. So is he going to leave AEW? Well, we're going to talk about that because hopefully in the back he's become a beacon for giving the young guys knowledge and them soaking up all of his experience and all of his in bestowing all of his advice and knowledge, and hopefully they're doing that in the back. If not, I really feel that his trajectory should be in NXT as a coach. It's exactly what I feel like his trajectory is going to be, headed back to the WWE and getting in the Hall of Fame. Now, for those that aren't familiar with Dustin Rhodes started off as the Natural, the son of Dusty Rhodes. And in WCW, one of the things that he did was kind of pioneer the cinematic match. Believe it or not, yes, it wasn't the best. It was pretty ugly, bowling shoe ugly, if for lack of a better phrase. It was the King of the Road match with Blacktop Bully, who you may also know as Smash from... Was it Smash? Yeah, I believe it was Smash from Demolition. He was also the Repo Man. He played the Blacktop Bully, and they had a match in the back of a pickup truck. It was a very interesting concept. It was pre-taped and obviously pre-taped, but it was, you could say, one of the first cinematic matches. Another cinematic match that Goldust was able to pioneer, or Dustin Rhodes rather, was when he was Goldust in the WWF for WrestleMania 12, where he had the Hollywood Backlap Brawl with Roddy Piper. That was a very well done pre-taped match that, again, it was way before cinematic matches were even a thought. And looking back, that would have been the first cinematic match I would have recommended somebody check out. That led to all the cinematic matches that happened during the pandemic. He also had a very, very taboo, controversial gimmick in Goldust upon arrival. He wore tight clothes, wore gold paint and a blonde wig, was very flamboyant, had Marlena Terry Runnels by his side. And I mean, I remember my mom wouldn't let me watch WWF at that time for a while because she thought it was just too controversial. That's a true story. And, you know, later on, it's attributed to how good Dustin Rhodes was in his character and how believable he was. She actually ended up turning it around when she saw his transition to a face turn and said, you guys can watch again. This guy's pretty awesome. There's nothing I can do to hate on him, you know, but he was doing a lot of controversial, suggestive things in the ring at the time. But again, a pioneer. Dustin Rhodes took what you gave him and he made it gold. In AEW, he has kind of been a guy that's around in case you need him. He cut one of the best promos I had seen in a long time at Collision this past Saturday. It is worth checking out. The guy should be doing promo school, how to cut a promo, because this guy really, at 55 years old, he chewed up the scenery and hadn't been seen on television in a while up to that point, but really made you excited to see his match with Jack Perry. So That's the guy's. That's where he's gold, is in cutting promos. It's in his blood. Dusty Rhodes, Cody Rhodes, the guy knows how to do it. So I believe he is headed back to the WWE. I think that what you could see when he goes back is an interaction with R-Truth, which would be gold if done right. Interaction with Booker T, they go way back. Of course, some interaction with Cody Rhodes, the American Nightmare, and NXT as a coach. I mean, think about that. You'd have Shawn Michaels, you'd have William Regal, you'd have Dustin Rhodes. I mean, the NXT class is in good hands if you get all of those guys in a conglomerate to really get together and teach these young guys. And I'm telling you, that Dustin Rhodes promo, as I've said before, and I'll say it again, is really worth checking out. So, Dustin Rhodes, could he possibly be finishing up with AEW and headed to the WWE to be inducted in the Hall of Fame, plus become an NXT head coach? I think so, but what do you guys think? You guys let me know in the comments. Thanks again to all my subscribers. Leave a thumbs up on the way out. Thank you again for the comments, and I'll see you soon.